Well, what I notice about this object and what I love about it is the way that I think it gathers and holds our attention. And I think it does that because it's presenting us with these different ideas about time. So on the left and right, we see time moving linearly, right? We see the birth of Christ on the left, and then on the right, we see his death. But in the middle, it's holding us in this kind of eternal present, this kind of timelessness. And I think that's really beautiful. And I think that that, for me, is what I always hope for when I go to a museum or when I'm in front of a work of art, that it's going to give me that sense of endless time. Well, this object has had all of these stages in its life, and we know something about some of those stages. We know it started in the 14th century and was made there. We know it originally had this kind of religious purpose. And then we know that Samuel Kress, the American collector and industrialist, went to Italy and bought it, along with many other things, and brought it first to his home, and then eventually to Portland, to the Portland Art Museum. And all of that history and all of those kinds of meanings connect to me to some of my early college understandings about art, and the sense that art could have all of these lives and all of these different meanings kind of layered on top of each other. First art museum experiences. Well, the memories that I remember are all about the Met in New York City. And I lived in New York City growing up, and I would take the crosstown bus and I would go into the Armour collection and take drawing. And I'd lie on that marble floor, and I remember how cold it was and how big the gallery seemed and how immense and shiny and imposing the Armour was to me. So I have powerful memories about that. My first memory of this object was when I first came to the museum and I was walking around the European galleries, and it struck me because it's one of the few intact altarpieces we have. So it's all there, and it's not just a fragment, and you can walk all the way around it so you can see the back of it. And you get a better sense of how it originally operated and how people in the 14th century first experienced it.